The Hawk Tuah girl only has 9 viewers left. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Now we talking about the Hawk Tuah girl. Remember this chick, especially when she came out right after, I said came out like it was a bag of chips. But she came out right after Bobby Altalk, maybe like a few months or something like that. And at that time, we was like, dang, all you gotta do is really be white, a girl, not even attractive, respectfully, she's not like all that or anything. But just say something nasty, some sexual thing, and you'll go viral. And just try and, I remember she said that. I was in Australia. Let me tell y'all, I was in Australia. I was behind a truck and it said Hawk, or it said Hawk Tuah. If she don't Hawk Tuah, I don't want to talk. The first time I seen that on the back of somebody's truck. Why are y'all? How did you get the merch out that fast? Like, golly, in Australia? Shit, crazy. Appreciate y'all for almost 4K. We on the grind. Let's get straight into this video.
She been comment me.
Time we caught up with the Hawk Tuah girl.
Oh, and real quick, I am trying a very new mic. What? I'm trying a new mic, so let me know if it sounds weird, odd. Yeah, just let me know how it sounds.
She was trying to salvage her final seconds of her 15 minutes of fame, attempting to explain the crypto scandal that she found herself wrapped up in by basically saying, "Oh, how was I supposed to know? I'm just a dumb little girl."
And I finally get to tell my side of the story that I've been holding on to. I don't know, it was very stressful because I couldn't get my point across and I had to just sit there and let people call me a scammer, a crook.
You got
That's
paid
what
for
you are.
promoting it, or?
Just promoting it and putting all the work into it, like the videos and stuff that I'd do for him to post. That's what I got paid for. You're like, what does that mean? I was like, I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just kind of sucks. There's people out here that hate me for promoting a coin. It's like Paris Hilton. I mean, she's got cooking stuff out, like cooking appliances. She didn't sit there and take the time to make them.
No.
She's just the face of it.
Well, actually, no. Because, like, what are you talking about? Because what are you talking about, man?
What?
Paris Hilton is making cooking supplies. So if someone knows how to cook or wants to cook or likes Paris Hilton, they can support that way. Cooking supplies ain't promising somebody some fortune wealth secretly. Like crypto, all these Dogecoin, all these meme coins, all of that. It's different. It's completely different. People are investing money into you doing that because they see you as a safe face. The same way you go to a doctor, and the doctor wearing a coat, or no, you go to a doctor's office and whoever's wearing a coat is a safe face. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. They see you as a celebrity, which is wrong. They're wrong. And they see celebrity people as better than average humans. So if you're doing something, then why wouldn't I do it? They're celebrity and they're like good because they're celebrity, you know? Like the Deadpool guy, Chris Reynolds, is that his name? Something, Ryan Reynolds. He has the talk Mint Wireless or something like that, or Cricket. People wasn't going to Cricket and he was behind it. It was like, oh, but that's the nigga from that's Deadpool. He's trustworthy. So they started doing that. So you misled people.
Those are hers, you know?
So that's pretty much like you with the crypto coin.
Yeah, I was just a spokesperson for it. I mean,
Now, since that moment, her YouTube channel has literally become a barren wasteland. And now most of her online activity was happening over on Instagram, where she is consistently crying about the continual backlash from her hot coin scam.
How do you sleep at night knowing people don't like you?
With no underwear in case they want to kiss my ass.
That was rude. That was pretty fucking rude.
And recently I was personally brought back into Hawkmania, all because of this tweet that went viral.
Oh my
the Hawk
goodness.
Tuah girl is currently streaming to 9 people. So then I pulled up on her channel to see what this live stream was all about. And essentially it is just her sitting and playing games poorly, with no one writing in the chat besides simps.
I hope I'm. Oh, you motherfucker! I just got RKO'd. Whee! Oh! 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 They fucked me up.
Oh, y'all can't see. Hold up. Nope, not that one. Do you? Can you say that dog was good? You want a hawk? It's not even good. It's not even good game. This is bad game. I'm not even gonna show it. That's bad. Oh man.
Oh! Oh! Let me get a gun bars. Fuck.
I like your blanket.
Yeah, he was nasty. I don't know who the fuck just shot me, but he was cold. He was damn good. If you were a gun, where would you be?
But let's be real. This right here, if you did this off rip from any girls, just do this and you're just regular, that's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that. The problem is when you do other things and you have to fall back on it. Now nobody's going to watch you do this. Not just girls, anybody. Don't act like Neon and then fall back to gaming.
Oh, shit. Ooh, enough.
She garbage. What is this?
Now, it's honestly no surprise that this stream is not very good, as she recently went on a podcast where she announced the launch of her streaming career.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I'm going to say it. If I don't like it, that's too bad. So I'm going to start streaming on Twitch, I think the 29th or the 30th.
And honestly, I'm not really sure why she thought this was such like a groundbreaking announcement that someone on her team would be mad if she leaked it. Because she also admits here that she herself knows next to nothing about streaming and how it all works. It really seems like she just knows that you can make a lot of money doing it, which was the same problem that she had with the crypto scheme.
Okay, so what is Twitch?
It's like where you live stream. Like you play games and you live stream.
People make so much money live streaming. It's
and you don't
crazy.
do anything. You just play games and you set a camera up where people can watch you.
What
Like
games are you
easy.
gonna play?
See, I'm trying to think about this. I know how to play Grand Theft Auto. And let's see, Sims. I like the Sims.
Okay.
Wrong answer. What you should have said was, I want to play whatever game people want to see me play. So then people be like, you know, I want to see her actually play this game called The Finals. I want to see her play this game called RuneScape. You know what I mean? You saying, oh, I know how to play Grand Theft Auto. Man, fuck out my face.
See, I'm so uneducated. I don't know anything.
And how do you make money off
tell.
of it?
Your guess is as good as mine. I guess how many people watch it, like...
Donations?
Yeah.
Oh,
See, he
wow.
knows. This guy's got it.
That's crazy. I've never liked a stranger enough to donate to him.
So essentially it seems like any venture that Tuah gets pitched, she once again does no due diligence to look into what it actually is. Which is obviously how she ruined her online reputation in the first place.
That's what I'm thinking.
Suckers get licked. Every day. Every day.
It beats me.
It's true. I'm like, hey, if you want to pay me. There's your money.
I can't stop you, man.
I mean, how someone can be handed a life of luxury on a silver platter and blow it this bad by being so painfully lazy is beyond my comprehension. I mean, she says during this interview that before the fame, she was making $400 a week working in a factory.
I'll quit my job. I was like, it's gonna shit on $400 and something a week anyways, so, I mean, why not?
Keep in mind, this is someone who had to stay in high school till she was 20 years old because she could simply not pass her classes.
So I saw this video yesterday of the Tuah girl when she was in high school. It even says her name in the bottom of her dancing. I saw the date on the video was 2022, and I was like, no way she's the same age as me. And this isn't a video from like the past either, because it was using a sound that was like trending during that time. So this had me perplexed, because I was like, I thought she was way older, so I checked her age, I looked it up, and she's 22, bro. Like, she's a year and a half older than me. If you're born in July of 02, you should not be graduating in 2022. That's like class of 2020. So the Tuah girl is a super senior, bro.
I mean, when they said No Child Left Behind, they fucking meant it. And it's also painfully ironic that this is the podcast she chose to make an appearance on, because the parents of the host are some of the most notorious scammers in recent history. Some of you may have seen their TV shows. I think it's called like The Chrisleys, and a couple of years back they were convicted of a variety of fraud and tax evasion schemes.
Federal judge in Atlanta sentenced Todd Chrisley to 12 years in prison yesterday, while his wife Julie was 7 years behind bars. The sentenced their accountants to 3 years in prison. The couple, known for their show Chrisley Knows Best, were found guilty earlier this year of defrauding banks and the IRS out of millions of dollars, all to fund a lavish lifestyle.
And it's really funny to me because at first this woman wants her to detail her life, her virality, and what it's really been like since she got...
So your parents locked up, you just out there doing interviews with potential clientele, huh?
Got famous.
I remember when Diddy was going through all this stuff, Diddy and his son, I went to one of a basketball game because one of my cousins played, well, my cousins both played on the team, and they played them. Why do I see their daughters and stuff still cheering, just having that grand old time? And then, you know what I mean? Like, the sisters, it was like twins, and then like one was older, but they were just smart. Like nothing was going on. And this was like the prime Diddy do it. Like I'm telling you, they didn't give a, they didn't care. I saw smiles on their face. I was like, oh, this is damn. Because for me personally, my dad was finna. Maybe it was like, I don't side with my father. You know, we don't know, but I was just confused.
After this happened, where did like your career go from there?
I don't know. At first, I just kind of ran with it. Like, I started doing appearances. We done that. Let's see.
Yeah, you ran that shit.
We did a bunch of shit. Last year was packed. Like, I didn't even have a summer hardly last year. And then it just kept getting busier. And then we ended up starting a podcast, and that's where everything kind of like started straightening out a little bit.
Yeah, that's where it was more structured.
Oh, yeah.
And eventually she's like, well, that's great and all, but let's talk about the elephant in the room.
And so what happened, obviously, with the whole coin fiasco?
That was a hot ass mess.
That
let
was
me just tell you. And I've learned that's something I hate that it happened, and I hate the people that got affected by it. But that's something I needed to like open my eyes a little bit. You got to be so careful with what you put your name on. I'm too much of a dumbass to run anything like that. So.
No, we know. It's low key. We can low key kind of tell by the. I'm gonna say it by the accent. You, damn, that mo crazy right there. But like. She just seems very stupid.
But I've never heard anything good about that, Bitcoin, or anything on the stock market. I don't know. I'm a girl. I don't know nothing about it.
That's not an excuse. That don't mean shit. There's girls that are making money trading.
Shit.
Bitcoin is like huge.
Exactly, and I don't know anything about it.
And so Hawk still plays the card that she was willfully ignorant to the entire situation.
I'm a girl.
Something that I honestly find to be very realistic at this point. But also it's kind of like her way of avoiding herself of any accountability, which is also wrong. And she has also never really been upfront about how much money she herself was paid, and also kept for the promotion of this scheme.
Like, I just sat here and told the whole truth about crypto. But you'll have people that'll still read articles about me and be like, oh, she scammed all those people?
Makes you out to be the bad guy.
Oh, yeah.
And I will say, this podcast was a rough listen in general.
My coochie pink, my booty hole brown.
Why she say
But
that?
before we get into Hawk Tuah being told the truth about her career right to her face, I have to tell you guys about today's video sponsor.
Yep.
So the headphones and waits as you to like the most interesting thing honestly has to be when she talks about her future plans, and she claims there's some sort of documentary on the way.
What's next for you?
So we've had talks about a documentary. We're working on that. We have a producer picked out, but we're still kind of getting into detail with that, and it's supposed to be a surprise, so I can't tell too much.
Now, I'm not really sure
It's
if she has
supposed to be a
Scorsese
surprise.
or Tarantino directing this thing,
But let
but
me tell
even
everybody.
5 months ago when she went on another podcast, she mentioned this documentary as well, and she's like really trying to keep it under wraps.
And when do you think the documentary's coming out?
So we have a producer for it right now, which we haven't announced like who it is yet, but that'll be something to come. I'm sure here pretty soon.
And I really think that she just keeps saying this to suggest that she still has something going on with her online persona. I mean, don't get me wrong, I could see a documentary about the scam going straight to Tubi or some shit like that, but overall no one really wants to hear an hour-long think piece on how Sandy Cheeks got famous from talking about blowing a guy. You know, giving some fellatio. And this is something the other host actually keeps it real about in terms of what these people are actually going to want from her in order to agree to this documentary.
You're going to have to sit down and talk about that evening, your life, what happened. They're going to want to talk about more than Shaq.
Yeah.
Maybe even you. So
That's scary.
And in general, this guy keeps it much more real with her than the other podcast host. Granted, they do both ask her about what she feels about the prospect of her 15 minutes of fame coming to an end, and how she would react to that. And once again, he keeps it real with her about cashing out on her fame.
He's always believed in me. Both of them have. So they're like, you're not one of those things that's going to burn out after like a month.
Well, I mean, it's sort of like the guy sings Mambo number.
So the way Gang looked at the camera, he was like, well, watch this.
Well, I mean, it's sort of like the guy sings Mambo number 5 came in.
Lou Bega?
Lou Bega.
Yeah. But why do you have her
I
on
said,
the thing?
Lou, like, you know, hey, man, you got some heat. And it's like, it's never going to end. And I was like, well, it may. We don't know that it's not going to. It might end, might not. I don't know. But it seems like now is a good time to capitalize on that, you know? So that's all I'm saying. I look at you as sort of the Lou Bega of the South.
Lou Bega of the South.
I know it's been said many times.
So he's kind of telling her to her face that it would be a good idea to cash out now. Now, I don't know if she's smart enough to catch on to what he's trying to say to her here, but basically he's putting it nicely that her star is dwindling or completely burnt out. I mean, he even tells her that she may have to go back to her job of boxing up springs in a corner of a factory.
you have to have a job.
Yep.
And could be boxing up springs and sending those out.
And once again, Hawk really just shows that she knows nothing about the ventures she continues to find herself involved in. I mean, it's almost mind-numbing how out of the loop that she truly is.
You're taking care of the people around you.
Oh yeah, of course.
But keeping it real.
I do. I try to keep it real.
Mm-hmm. And the podcast, we making any money with that?
You talking like
really
a
know.
dad.
Okay. Well, you should get a little more into your finances.
Yeah, I definitely should. I should keep up with it better.
So this interview was definitely more effective than the other one because he was so honest. But I also found it strange how he did take time to sprinkle in some not so discreet racial comments during the show.
Huh?
Like this really weird shit that he says when she talks about the time that she met Shaq and how he was like a really nice person.
What is it? He has a recliner? The lazy boy.
Lazy boy.
Yes, he's everywhere. I can't go anywhere without seeing Shaq on everything. Or
He
pops up on
sponsors
TV.
everything.
He does, and he's all over TV too. You can't get away from him.
Should you have an African American be the face of something that has boy in it and lazy? No count boy. I mean, lazy boy is kind of a weird move.
Nah, sir. Sir, if I'm in that room, I'm like, sir, turn off the mic. Turn off the mic. We gonna do this. Look. That's how we gonna get down, like that. Take off the mic. Why'd you say that though? And just start fighting.
Black dude.
So yeah, this episode was kind of just all...
A weird move for a black dude.
So yeah, this episode was kind of just all over the place. But hey, I guess she did take the guy's advice 5 months ago and did decide to cash out on the Gooners.
Jeez.
And she has now paywalled pictures of herself for $40 a pop. And let me tell you guys, if you were paying $40 to see a single picture of some Hawk Tuah action, you might be one of the most painfully down bad men on planet Earth. Still, like I said, this girl has many simps that come out in droves in her comment section.
There's no reason not to like her. What's not to love? She goes down on her guy, is genuinely funny, southern accent, and good looks. Hell yeah. Some people are just upset by the way she became famous. It's not her fault. She wasn't asking to get famous, but if you can get famous for nothing, why not? And on top of that, she's genuinely a cool chick.
She's just a country girl, folks. Precious and harmless.
Aw, bless her heart. She's doing the best she can with her limited brain cells.
And you know, after all these hours of digesting Hawkmania, I really think this is someone who was sadly not intelligent enough to handle the amount of power she suddenly
she's
wielded.
actually not. But at the same time, before we end it, I would say this. A lot of people who stumble into fame, especially social media fame, if you've never been indulged in social media already, you wouldn't know what moves to make next. Like someone like her, she seems country, she seems like she knows trends, and she's on TikTok with like aesthetic stuff or whatever the case, but not social media influencers, appearances, events like streaming university. Like, not that she needs to know that stuff, but like when you're like a little bit more tapped in, you know what you can and can't do. Like, oh, I'm here now, I'm gonna make t-shirts that say Hawk Tuah. That's like 2015, gang. You don't need to do that. What you need to do is get on your press run. Get on your press run and do this. You don't just take every interview. You don't just make t-shirts, make stickers, make bumper stickers for people in Australia. Like, you gotta know how to maneuver. Now, it's different for every person in every genre. If you're a girl, you might want to come out with a Stanley or something. Like, I don't know. If you're white, I don't know what y'all get into. But without further ado, that nigga racist. Appreciate y'all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna see y'all next one. I'm gone.